So I got a huge storm that came through this week, and I thought I'd talk a little bit about trees. I'm going to keep this short. I just wanted to show a little bit about what happened. We had a bunch of trees fall down. You can't see from the the fog out here, but the whole neighborhood is pretty much destroyed with trees falling. But trees are a kind of a rock in a lot of the way we think of things. So when they die or they have problems like this, it kind of impacts people pretty hard. We even our tree in the backyard, it's got a lot of branches broken off of it. It's going to be a lot of time spent trying to get them back to normal. So trees, they kind of we always think of them as the perpetual plant. They oftentimes older than us, and they seem to withstand lots of droughts and hard times. And to see them have a hard time, it kind of hits you a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna play a little bit with Luna, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that, and we'll just see what it means to us. Yeah, so I had some interesting comments from some friends and people I work with about trees. One person mentioned that their next door neighbor was devastated. I have a little coffee to get my day started here. I had a little coffee before, so I cheated. Yeah. Luna and I went for a good walk. Her comment was that she was devastated because she knew she'd never had of a tree like the one she had in her yard the rest of her life. And, that's because a lot of these trees that are the really impressive ones, they've been around for a long time. Uh, I was devastated when my father and mother had to cut down a weeping willow that was in our side yard. Uh, I was mad that they were cutting it down, so angry. It was diseased. There was a blight that was hitting weeping willows, and it was there was nothing. They weren't like removing it to have room for a swimming pool or something like that. The tree was dying, and they needed to get rid of it. But it was still very sad to me because that weeping willow tree just had a mystique about it. We've got this movie out right now called Avatar: The Way of the Water. Now, Avatar, the original movie, there was a lot around the tree. There was a tree that was the focal of the uh, I can't remember the name of the tribe that was there. They attacked originally, but it became a symbolic vision in the movie because they put colors in it and they brought it to life and it had deep roots into things. There's a lot to a tree that's different from almost any other plant that we have. We think nothing about cutting down weeds and grass and a bush dies, just get another bush. But trees are so symbolic of what comes with time. And it's amazing how they come, how they get their nutrients and grow as big as they do. And it really hurt a lot of people in this storm. the beautiful thing was, I mean, I haven't seen anything about anybody dying. I would be surprised if somebody didn't, because it was a pretty bad ice storm. And we typically have at least a couple of accidents or power outages that cause a problem. But overall, the emergency services was alerted us well in advance, and people stayed home, and there wasn't a lot of people getting trapped out on the road. So overall, it was not a bad storm. There's still some annoyance with Austin Energy is having trouble getting power back on to a lot of people, but uh, so even though that happened, the number of trees that quite are quite evidently not going to make it because of the severe damage has really emotionally impacted a lot of people. It's like um, famous movie that I saw that was about a priest, and one of his parishioners who was very upset with him said, "Why did you get so upset about your dog dying and not about the kids that got abused in a parish on the other side of England?" And the priest says, "Yeah, I don't know, because that is definitely horrible." And he says, "I guess it's proximity." I mean, I love that way of phrasing it. You know, it's your family and your pets, and sometimes your trees, because they're so close and you see them every day, that proximity just impacts you more, no matter how first world it sounds like for people that are struggling with starvation, and the Ukrainians who are struggling with an attack of a government that wants to create a genocide there. It it really hits home that's proximity is so crucial. Yeah, she's chewing that ball. She just wants me to throw it. Oh, she's so good at catching it. But anyways, I just wanted to do a short video. I'm going to be doing a bunch of tree trimming today. I'm waiting for it to warm up just a little bit. And it's getting pretty good, pretty fast. So hopefully I get a lot done today. Talk to you later.